because I think that it feels like this season it's now or never for Arsenal. In terms of if you don't win the league this year, they're not going to win it. Because I think that the whole. Because I think that there's too many parts of the plan that would fall away. Would Arteta survive much longer if they don't win the title this year, especially from this position? Yeah. I'm not sure. I think if Arsenal don't win the title this year from this position, a lot of questions will be asked that he can't answer. I just think that from next point on, you mentioned before, Carl, City will bounce back, Liverpool will bounce back. They spent too much money not to. I think United might show the signs of bouncing back. So Arsenal have to win it this year, and even if they do win it this year, I think the competition next year is going to be much more intense. That I don't see this being a team of the Pep Guardiola, Man City, or Chelsea and Mourinho, or United and Fergie that's got a core that's going to dominate. I just don't see this team dominating. Even under Wenger, they never won back-to-back titles. I mean, there's something about this squad. It lacks something. Maybe it lacks a bit of fantasy, lacks a bit of a true game changer. The Thierry Henry style, or a real kind of superstar that can make the difference. Maybe they'll get that.
Do you not think they can buy one after they get this title?
I'm not sure it's Arteta's blueprint. I don't think Arteta has that. I don't think Arteta wants to surrender that kind of responsibility on the pitch to a superstar. I think he likes very much a team unit, almost the Mourinho style. But I don't think he's as good as Mourinho. I just think that there'll be competition next year.
I think Arteta's got more in common with David Moyes than many give him credit for.
Yeah.
And I mean that very much as a compliment.
Yeah.
Sometimes Arsenal play like a very classic British football team. And yes, this Arsenal team sometimes looks like they're playing with a handbrake on and aren't really necessarily going after teams in the way that you want. That's probably a strength in certain games. I think this Arsenal team are going to win this Premier League. I think between now and 2028, they're probably going to play in a Champions League final. Are they going to win that Champions League final? Well, I don't know. But yeah, Arsenal are good in a way that should frighten everyone, every major rival of Arsenal for the next couple of years.
The fact that they should be much further ahead than they are than 4 points. That for me, this Premier League title race is the best chance Arsenal will ever have. Like you said,
it's a presentable opportunity.
One of the biggest things in their favour is the fact that there's no real credible challenger. Man City are second despite having one of their worst seasons under Pep Guardiola, but City could still win it. And I think that Arsenal, if they're as good as people say they are, then they are good, but then they should be 10 points clear by now, not 4.
When you say they are good in this, is it just a case that they're not as entertaining as you want them to be?
They're not as ruthless as they should be. The last 2 games have been nil draws.
I think they're very ruthless.
Liverpool 0-0 at home.
I think the difference between Arsenal, I think one of the things with Arsenal in particular is when they're up against these low blocks, they get that set-piece goal, and then when an opposition team goes after them, then they go to goal 2, goal 3, goal 4.
They couldn't beat Nottingham Forest. It was 0-0 at Forest. I mean, seriously, 2 back-to-back 0-0 draws in the Premier League, so they're not ruthless enough. A classic Premier League champion is winning those games.
But the Premier League isn't what it was 3 years ago when you needed 95 points to win the league.
No, but
the ceilings come down and the floors come up. Everyone's better.
So if the ceilings come down, are they not a convincing champion? Is that what you're saying?
I think they are.
I don't think they care if they're convincing or not. They just want to win the league.
Exactly. But they haven't done it yet, and this is the thing, they haven't done it yet.
No, but they're 4 points clear.